Um, had 3 days off, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday after a long trip back from Fresno. Excited to get back on the floor. Guys had a good practice yesterday. Gave us a few days to get over, the Fresno game and illness and what have you. So excited. Got a very tough opponent coming in. Played real well last night in their win over Utah State, and got one of the better players in the league. Got a veteran team, so it's Dede and Hughes' last game, so it should be exciting. I think our guys are looking forward to it. We'll have hopefully a good practice today and then get ready tomorrow.
The last time, the Wyoming game last time was, I know you guys beat San Jose State since then, but that was kind of the start of the streak in some respects. You guys felt you outplayed them for the most part, and then a couple mishaps at the end cost you guys that game. Do you look back on that Wyoming game in Laramie as any sort of turning point or pivotal moment of the season?
No.
You guys feel you matched up pretty well with Wyoming, though?
I think we've matched up well with everybody. I just think we haven't been able to get over the hump. So we're just trying to work hard and get better, and hopefully our guys will understand it's a big home game, and we need to win to get some momentum going into the conference tournament.
What do you think will be Hughes' legacy when he leaves?
Winner.
Do you have a favorite Hughes story over the 4 years?
No, I think you're dealing with a kid that's done more for our program as a player. He's going to graduate on time. He's going to play professionally when he's done. Just what he's bought into, what he's sacrificed, what he's done in the community. I don't know if there's anybody that's done that since we've been here, and we've had a lot of great players and a lot of great people, but we do a lot in the community, and I think he's embraced it, and he understands that this is his home away from home, and it's going to be tough and emotional because he's meant a lot, and whatever happens the rest of this year will have nothing to do with his legacies left on this program.
He has an interest in coaching one day. Do you see Hugh Greenwood as a good coach?
Yeah, I think he's going to play for a while, so that'll be down the road for him. But I think the biggest thing that he's understood is he has to get a degree to be a college coach, and I think he's done a good job to get that. And down the road, I think he'll be an excellent coach if that's what he wants to do. But I think there's a lot of things Hugh Greenwood can do.
Numbers-wise, has this been a disappointing year for Dede with the expectations coming?
I don't know if it's been disappointing. I still think he's right around 13 points a game, and I just think that I think everybody thinks it's disappointing because we haven't won games. I think he's had great effort. I think he's trying at a high level. I think he might not have shot the ball the way he would have liked to shoot it, but all in all, I think he's given us a lot. He won a championship last year, and he did some really good things for us last year, and he's done a lot of good things for us this year. I know it's been very trying and very disappointing in a lot of aspects this year for those guys. But I think our 9 new guys and our 5 new guys that played this year understand what it takes and has seen their anguish sometimes, and I think they'll leave a lasting impression on our new guys that losing is not acceptable here. Never has been, never will be.
Coach, as well as you know your team, the confident person that you are, can you win Saturday and win the tournament next week?
Well, I think that's the way you got to go into it. I think our guys. I think if we win Saturday and we go in, we have to play Air Force, if that's the way it works out. And then you have Boise, who's playing as good as anybody, with the player of the year probably. So it just depends on how everything shakes out, but one game at a time. But, we're capable. Hopefully they'll be ready to play, and I think they're excited for the opportunity. But Saturday comes first, and we got to take care of business on Saturday.
Is that the formula, Coach, when you get to the tournament, just play who's on the other bench and not worry about the rest of the tournament?
I think you play one game at a time and survive in advance and get ready for the next one. And that's that's what we've done, for the whole time that I've been here. We didn't have great success the first 2 years we were here, and then we kind of figured it out and been successful, and hopefully our guys will be ready for it.
Coach, when you prepared for Nance, and he had 23 last game,
Mm-hmm.
do you so much kind of make a game plan defensively around him, or do you just know that he's going to get his points, you just have to limit the other players?
Well, I think what we're doing is we're looking at several options and several adjustments that we'll make if he gets going. I think one thing you have to do, and I think a lot of teams have been successful doing it, the teams that haven't been successful is keeping him off the foul line. And I think that hurt us late in our game. We weren't able to keep him out of the foul line, but all in all, that we had a chance to win that game. But he's very talented. He's probably, he's first team all league, and he's hard to guard, and he gives you a lot of different things. But if he's shooting the ball well, he gives them another dimension. So you got to make sure that you know where he is and limit his touches, but you can't put him on the foul line.
And what about defensively? Where's he at in this league defensively?
He's probably the best. He's probably the best defensive player in the league. I think he'll be first team all defense, and he's had a heck of a career. He's just had. I feel bad for the kid because he's a great kid. He's a really good kid. Larry does a great job. I really respect what they've done with their season, but they've been without him for several games, and he's had some bad mishaps injury wise. So it's good to see him finish out this year, his senior year.
Are you concerned in any way about the emotion of Saturday and the recent trend of the slow starts, the double-digit first-half deficits?
Well, we have to get off to a better start. You're never going to win games if you don't get off to a better start. So that's a concern, and emotion is emotion, and hopefully our guys will be able to keep it under control and start off well and get off to a good start.
How important is it to get this win to at least break the losing streak before you head into the tournament?
Well, I think it's important. I think any game you want to win. I think we tried. We've been trying to win every game. It's not like we're throwing games to get the lottery pick. I think my kids, the one thing that I do respect about my team and I do respect about our program is our kids haven't stopped playing, haven't stopped fighting. I mean, they could have stopped when they're down 30-8, and we had 3 possessions to tie Fresno. So, it's important to win, and that's what we're going to try to do on Saturday, and then hopefully that'll help us in the tournament.
Does your approach at all change as you get into March? Does it become a little more intense as a coach at practice, stuff like that?
Not really. I mean, we've done the same thing for several years, and we'll continue to do that.
Coach, how has this recent streak affected you personally, physically?
Well, I'm fine. I just don't like losing. That's not easy. Haven't experienced it, so it's one of those things. I just feel bad for those 2 seniors, and hopefully our new guys and younger guys have learned from it, and to help us down the road and down the years in our program.
Coach, did you ever think that you'd play Jet 35 minutes against UNLV and 38 against Fresno and play as well as he had, probably the most improved player down the stretch? That's a lot of minutes.
Well, I thought we would do it next year. I didn't think we'd do it this year because I thought we'd play Alex 35 minutes. And, we've just done that because Obach has improved tremendously and done a lot of great things. And that's one thing about our program. We've always developed guys, and he's a guy that's put in the time, and he cares. And he's a unique individual, and he's really improved, and I think that's a credit to him.
If it comes down to it, are you open to the idea of playing in a different postseason tournament?
We haven't talked about it. I'll have to talk. That'll be Paul, and I'll have to discuss that and see what we have to do.
Coach Obach matching up against Nance, he seemed to bother Nance with his length.
Right.
Will you make sure that you play another man? That's the scenario that happens?
We'll play, man. He'll guard him. We'll have 4 different guys guard him. So we'll give them different looks and we'll change it up and try to do some things to slow them down. But you know, they're a low tempo team anyway, so it helps when you can put O on him or JJ on him for size, just because it's a lot better defensively when you have that size on him, especially late in the clock.
You did start 4 guards Saturday. Was that a one-game deal, or do you know what you're going to do yet starting lineup Saturday?
We'll find out on Saturday. We have to score. If we're going to beat them, we have to score the ball. And we've had great success over the years playing against them. But they do a great job. They guard you. They control tempo. And, you know, we're just going to have to score the ball and keep possessions and down the stretch. I mean, you guys know it better than I do, and I stay on top of it, but I think we're shooting 16% from 3 the last 4 minutes of all our losses. We're shooting below 30% in twos, and we're shooting about 50% from the foul line. So you're going to have to score the ball to win games, and we got to take better opportunities and convert.